Okay, I've done my part. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna move this over. Okay, so the exciting thing is that all three of our leaders are here today. So I'm not going to be doing a lot of the talking. I'm going to have them tell you about what it's like to be a leader in our district. But as you know, so we have, where's Giannina as our president, Brenda, our vice president, and Fatima, our secretary. They have been doing this job for almost 2 years. So it's time to hand over the torch or pass the torch to the next group of leaders. So today, if we are lucky, we might elect 3 new leaders. So that's our goal. But we want to talk about what does it mean to be a leader on one of our committees. So just as a reminder, I'm going to try not to trip and kill myself today.
I'm sharing your screen.
Thank you.
It's not sharing.
Oh, there we go. That's why it was acting weird. Okay. Okay. Now you see it? Okay. Thank you. Okay, so just as a reminder, what is DPAC? And really one day, maybe next year, we should. Hello?
I'm heading out.
All right, baby.
Okay. Maybe next year we should come up with a cool new name like we did for DLAC and changed it to Community of Multilingual Families. So we have a name that makes more sense. But either way, what's our big job, right? Our schools receive Title I funds, and our membership in DPAC is mostly made up of members of your school site council, and you make decisions about how you use that money to support your kids, right? So we come together to talk about what we're doing at the different schools, what are the things that we're struggling with, learning about the data that we should be looking at, learning about how we should be making our decisions, and then you bring that information back to your school site, right? We also give feedback on the Local Control and Accountability Plan, or the LCAP. That's our May meeting where the superintendent will come, and the LCAP is the district level plan. The school site council oversees the school level plans, and they need to connect, right? They should be aligned. And then, so what's our role as DPAC representatives? You come to the meetings and you share what's happening at your school, and you bring back what you learn to your school. Pretty simple, right? You are the liaison between district and your school. And again, DPAC, this is just another visual that you'll find on our website. But DPAC is the district level, works with school site level, school site council, just like District English Learner Advisory Committee, or now named Community of Multilingual Families, works with your school level English Learner Advisory Committee. And the district admin team, like me, works with your school admin team, being your principals, your assistant principals, your alerts, to make sure that your plans are coming to life. Oh, next slide. There we go. So our goals in DPAC are to raise the awareness, right? Again, we come up with a better name, that could help. We want to raise parent knowledge about what's happening in the school district, all the great programs we have, the awards our schools are winning, right? We want everyone to know about that. And we want to strengthen the connectivity and the coordination between school and district. So we have 3 spots to fill. Right now, they are mysteries because we don't know who they might be. But before we do that, I would love to have our 3 sitting officers tell us a little bit about what it's like to do this job. So may I invite Miss Giannina to come up and tell us about what it's like to be president? and how hard a job it is and how mean Julie is and all those things?
I mean, it's not like hard to do this job because most of the parts who do is Miss Julie, and be part of the DPAC, you like hearing experience, and and I mean it's not much to do, but but you learn a lot with this. So I don't know.
Well, in the meeting,
Mhm.
you help run the meeting, but what do you do at your school site? Do you talk to other parents? Are you busy with the school site council? How do you bring it all together?
To be honest, this year I'm not involved too much in the school because I'm been working, I'm been with a baby. Now he's going to school, so I have more years to be here. So and yeah, and be coming to the meetings too. So I'm missing a lot this
But
year.
before,
Yeah,
you were
before
able
it was
yeah,
yeah,
you went to school site council.
like sharing sharing all what we learn in the meeting, what to expecting, what we can learn here to bring it to the schools. Those are good things.
Great. Great. And what Giannina is showing us is that there are certain times in your life where being a leader makes sense. And there are other times in your life where you might need to step back, right?
Yeah.
And then maybe 2 years later, you can come back, right? Because we have babies, we change jobs, life is busy, right?
Yeah, I was involved with the school like 4 years.
Yeah.
With the district 4 years. But this year it was I need to step up because for the baby, the school, work.
Yeah. So what we're telling you is we need a new president, everybody. So we need to find a new president. So consider that. Okay. Thank you, Giannina. Thank you. Okay. Any questions for Giannina before? I shouldn't have dismissed you so fast. Any questions?
Dr. Kane,
Yes.
can the sitting officers move position?
Yes, we have had that before. I think because Brenda, you were you're an officer you're an officer in both, right? In Community of last year. Giannina is in both this year. She's the vice president of Community of Multilingual Families, president of this one. Brenda has been in so many committees, it's hard to keep straight. She just keeps forming new ones.
I mean,
Well,
within this committee though.
If let's say Brenda, who has been vice president, says, heck, I'll run for president. Sure, she can run. And somebody brand new could run. And then the parents get to decide. Oftentimes our parents who've been doing it for 2 years are happy to take a break, and then kind of be a mentor on the side. But who knows? We'll see what comes up when we get to the nominations. All right. So speaking of vice president,
We have somebody who nominated themselves too for vice president.
okay, they're jumping ahead. All right, hold that for a minute. We'll do that. Okay, Brenda, would you please talk to us about being vice president?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, well, being a vice president is more like just supporting our president when she couldn't be here. I was running the meetings like just today earlier. I was helping her to run in the meeting, and also it's not too much job, but it's too much rewarding because you could make your voice being here. After DPAC, I was with DLAC too. I was the vice president with DLAC, and I bring this new idea to the district about making a group of special needs families. We need a support group. And because I'm here, because I'm attending this meeting, I bring this idea, I push a little to, please, Miss Julie, we need this. And now we have this group. This is the second year for the group of support needs family. And it's wonderful. So this is something that you could do if you are in this kind of position. You bring new ideas, and so how these ideas are growing, like now I'm watching this group growing up and really well attended too. So basically it's that.
So she used her power, is what she's saying. Any questions for Brenda? Here, I've got some people in the waiting room I need to let in. Pardon me, I'm trying to do 3 jobs at once today, so.
Thank you for what you've done. For this.
Yeah, it was needed. Yeah, I'm so happy.
Well, and it's been so beautiful because she grew the special needs family support group, and then Sunny advocated for the gifted and talented needs group. And we have our growing African American Parent Advisory Council. So our families are finding their spot, and many of our families are in 2 or 3 of the spots, right? Because you identify in multiple places, but having a place to go, right, to find your people matters, right? So we want to make sure we provide that. Okay, and last but not least, Secretary. Fatima, come on down and tell us what it's been like.
Hello. Well, being a secretary has been very easy. There's not a lot to do, like Janina said, but you get to hear all the information and what's going on at the district level, and you can get it back to the school side and, share it with the parents, and you're informed on what's going to happen and what's not happening. So it's good. It's been good. Yeah.
And you have another role. You're president of the PTA?
Yes.
at Twain?
This year, I'm the president of the PTA of Mark Twain. Yes.
So now she's getting information she can also share with PTA and understanding how PTA is different from school site council.
Very different. Yes.
Which funds are governed by which group and how we use them, right? So that's a great way to be informed.
Yes, and what things you can get it done and what cannot be done, even if you want to. But yeah, it's good to know. You gather a lot of information.
Thank you. All right, see, I love hearing it directly from the people who are doing the job. So I could be making stuff up, but they won't tell you stuff, right? They'll tell you the real deal. All right, so it's time to enter that very exciting time of nominations. And here's how nominations work. You can nominate yourself. You can nominate a friend. Your friend can politely decline your nomination if they're flattered but not ready, or they can accept it. And then we will take all the nominations. If we have more than one for a position, then we will have our nominees talk to us and tell us why they think they should have this position, and then we can vote. Sound fair? Okay, so we will begin with president. And if I may, Brenda, could I task you with just writing down names on the board here, if we have any, just so we can keep track? Tell me this is a whiteboard. Board master, whiteboard marker. Okay, hopefully it works. Okay, do we have any nominations for president? Either in the room or online? Vanessa, you had said you had seen a self-nomination earlier. Was that for president by chance?
Vice
Or
President.
vice president? Okay, do we have any nominations for president so far?
Anyone?
Anyone feeling motivated? Feeling inspired by what was shared?
They're shy.
Perhaps. Well, how about our vice presidential nominations? Who has nominated themselves for vice president?
We have Carrie Sedmak from Jane Addams. I know she's Jane Addams' parent. She wants to nominate herself for vice president.
Okay.
Carrie? Carrie is Carryi. I mean Rie.
And last name?
Last name is Sedmak, so Sedmak.
We also have a nomination for president.
Oh, good. All right, they're starting. Okay, shyness is wearing off. That's good.
Okay, so it looks like,
SED?
so
S-E. No,
No la I.
S-E. Uh-huh. And then M-A-M-A-K. Mhm.
Okay, who has,
President, we have Rebecca with one B, Rebeca, Garcia Aquino. She's from William Green. Rebecca Garcia Aquino for president, and then also I saw another one.
for president?
President, yeah.
Oh, I thought I saw another one. Are you able to see, Teresa? I thought I saw Judith Barrera, but it must not be.
Oh, on computer. Let me see.
And I can't remember if it was president or vice president.
Chat when I'm recording. Well, I'll tell you what, we will invite Rebecca to speak, and then if there is someone else out there who would like to run for president, we'll invite you to unmute yourself and speak as well. So Rebecca, are you out there, and can you tell us a little bit about yourself? Let me see if I can get so we can see
I
you.
see, never mind. I'm sorry, it was Judith nominated Brenda for president. That's what it was. Judith from Judith. To everyone, she nominates Brenda for president.
Oh, I see it now, yeah.
Yeah, I'm confused. Yeah. So go ahead and write your name down, Brenda, under president. Oh, I guess.
That's it, yeah. It's supposed to be
Decline.
You decline.
But I was maybe 2 years
Yeah,
in
so
the
she's,
position.
okay, because you could also decline.
Yeah, she's already doing a lot. But thank you.
Okay, so we have Rebecca is here. Rebecca, could you unmute yourself and turn on your camera and introduce yourself to us and tell us why you'd like to be president? There you are.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, so my name is Rebecca Garcia Aquino. I am a student at El Camino College. I am getting my bachelor's degree for marketing. I have two beautiful children, Benjamin and Naomi, that attend Williams Green School. And I feel like I have the potential to be involved in there, and I'm very political. So like I like to be in there and just advocate for kids, but I haven't had the opportunity to be really involved just because I've been in school, I've been working. But this year, I want to be a little bit more involved with my kids' education just because it's very important. And I do see a lot of change in the education board. So I want to be able to reflect back and, speak to all the parents and, let them know what's going on with our school and hopefully make a change for the better for all the children's.
Wonderful. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for nominating yourself. We're excited to have you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Our pleasure. Okay, I'm going to give us one more chance if anyone else wants to nominate. You look like you're, yes?
Miss Alma Romero has a question.
Okay.
When are the meetings held? Like, how often are the meetings held? And
Sure.
great. I mean, like, I just want to make sure that if I volunteer and make that commitment, that I'll be able to show up. So I just want to know, how often are the meetings? What time are they usually held?
Excellent question. So we meet this time, so Wednesdays at 9 o'clock. We meet not every month, but most months. We have about 6 or 7 meetings a year. That includes kind of the superintendent's opening meeting for all parents and closes with the LCAP and then a leadership celebration meeting at the end of the year. But maximum is one time a month, a Wednesday from 9 to 10. But it is not every month. There are some months, particularly like November, December, and January with the holidays, the months get kind of squished. So we might meet once November, December, and once January, February. But it is not a huge commitment. And much like your school site council, we try to also align so that your school site council meets when new data comes out, right? Because that's your job, right? To look at the data and see how it's doing. So then we try to align our meetings as well. So we're either preparing you for the data that's coming or looking at it globally as a district. How are we doing? And then you can go back and look at it at your school site. Yeah. You're welcome. Okay, any other questions?
I think I can.
Any other last chance for nominations?
I want to nominate Alma.
Okay,
For which one?
for president? Okay.
Vice President? Yes.
Oh, for vice president. Okay.
Romero.
Romero,
Yeah, that's my
perdón.
maiden name. I'm your esposo.
We're not getting anybody in trouble here.
There you go. That's good. Make sure we know who we're nominating. Okay, so let's backtrack to president. We currently have one nomination for Rebecca Garcia Aquino, right? I can't see that far.
Yes, I can.
Okay, are there any other nominations for president? Going once. Going twice. Going three. Okay, we have one nomination, Rebecca. This is, you know what? We haven't done this in.
Jim has his hand up.
Oh, thank you. Could you bring Jim in? Oh, wait, I'm the only one who can do that, right?
Yeah.
Jim, can you unmute yourself and ask your question? Wait,
Do you want to nominate yourself?
That's my cursor. That wasn't his hand up.
I
I was like, wait a minute.
We're sorry, Jim.
Always good to check.
Yes.
Always. Okay, so for our vote, we have some of you in person and some online. We have one nominee. We're pretty low key here. I think in the chat, you can put a thumbs up. Parents, if you are in, and our parents inside, you can raise your hand if you're a thumbs up. Yes, I vote for Rebecca. You ready?
So only yeses, you only want yeses?
You can, I guess you put a thumbs down if you say no.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Just wanted to check.
Okay, are we ready? You can close your eyes. We can make it, well, no, because the chat is public. So if you're in person, we can't do
Heads
that.
down, thumbs
Okay.
up. Let's get it there.
Ready, set, go. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Rebecca as president for our voting parents. I see all thumbs up in the room and on chat.
Two so far.
See two thumbs up,
Or three.
three thumbs up. A lot of our people on Zoom are staff, so they wouldn't be voting.
Two. So two, sorry.
Okay.
I see extra thumbs.
Okay. I don't see any negatives. So if you are all comfortable, I would like to congratulate Rebecca Garcia Aquino as our new president of DPAC. Congratulations. Rebecca, could you please put your contact information in the chat for me so that I can reach out to you afterwards? I would appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, moving on to vice president. We have two nominations thus far. Carrie Sedmak and Alma Romero. Do we have any other nominations before we move to speaking? Anyone in the chat? Okay, then I'm going to invite Carrie to
I
unmute.
don't know if she's on Zoom. She nominated herself in the Parent Square RSVP that we had. She said, I will nominate myself for vice president if you are accepting. I'm trying to see if I can reach her to see if she wants to still continue.
Okay, while you do that, how about we have Alma come on up and introduce yourself? Come on down.
Hi. Hey, everyone. My name's Alma Romero. I grew up in Lawndale. I went through the Lawndale School District. I went to Anderson, Rogers, and finished over at Lusinger. My girls are now Mark Twain students. I'm currently involved on the PTA at Mark Twain. I try to volunteer as much as I can when I can. I do have a job. Thankfully, my job allows me to have flex hours. So they do work with me most of the time to schedule meetings around my kids' pick up and drop off time. They're very flexible. I worked with the same family for 30 plus years. Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, I attend church here at Restoration Life. I teach Bible club there. So, I'm involved in El Camino Village. I'm part of the El Camino Village Neighborhood Watch Association there. We actually were just very successful in fighting one of the projects that's going up in El Camino Village, like for Vargas properties. Yeah, they were going to put up, 2 apartment units with over 500 units. So we were able to get that reduced to under 150 units and make them provide parking. So yeah, so yes, oh my gosh. Yeah, we were working until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning trying to fight that project. But yeah, I really try to stay involved as much as I can in the community, just to make it a safe community for my daughters. I want Mark Twain to be an awesome experience for them, growing up and being at school. Okay, and I'm bilingual. I speak Spanish and English. So yeah.
Thank you.
Carry on here?
No, she's not responding, so I'm not sure if she's still interested.
Well, I think the group can decide. Do we move forward and hold our election with those who are here in the room who made it? Or do we wait? So I put it to the group.
I have a question. Did she self-nominate herself?
She did, and the RSVP invitation.
Oh, but she's not here
So
present.
she's not here. Yeah, she's not here and she's not in the Zoom.
Oh, okay.
So committee members, I leave it to you. Shall we move forward?
Yeah.
Are there any objections?
I would think she would need to be here for this. But I'm not on the committee.
I'm looking, I don't
Birdie.
see anybody objecting. I don't see anybody saying no, no, no. All right, shall we vote? Okay, same very formal process. Thumbs up or thumbs down for our Vice President Alma Romero in the room so we can see, and on chat, in the chat. I see 100% thumbs up in the room. You can vote for yourself, by the way. You can- And in the chat?
1, 2, this 2.
All thumbs up.
Mhm.
Okay. Congratulations to our new Vice President, Alma Romero. Woohoo, we actually did it. Okay, let's move on to Secretary. Do we have any nominations for Secretary?
Like to nominate themselves or nominate someone in your school.
Well, they're not here. Force them. The good news, I will say, in our modern era with Zoom meetings where we are recording things by video and by sound, in the old days, the secretary actually had to write down the minutes or type them. We don't have to do that anymore. We have a record. It's more about, like Fatima was saying, being another voice, another person sharing the information and bringing it back to our meeting. Yes.
I would like to nominate Jorge. Jorge?
Okay. Jorge, do you accept the nomination? Okay, put him down. Look at this. This group's moving today.
This is great.
I think that Jorge is one of our preschool parents because that's where we first got him. So, right, from Carson. So moving through. Just someone entered the room. Don't get excited. They might not be nominating themselves.
Okay, just want to see what's going on.
Do we have any other nominations for secretary?
Anyone else?
You're muted, Teresa.
Oh,
Yeah.
but they can hear me, right?
Yeah. You need to be muted or the thing gets weird.
Gets weird.
Yeah. You can only have one. Okay, going once. Going twice. Okay, we have one nomination for secretary, Jorge Alvarado. Let's go to our super secret vote. Okay, thumbs up for Jorge as secretary, thumbs down if you disagree. Oh, wait, we didn't let Jorge speak. I jumped ahead. I'm sorry. Jorge, I got so excited, but you haven't had a chance to introduce yourself. Come on over. Come on over. Ya está bien hacerlo en inglés o español, lo que prefiere.
Ah, Estoy muy emocionado de estar aquí. He estado en las directivas anteriores de Kit Carson y bueno, mi primer idioma es español. Me gusta mucho trabajar con la escuela, estoy bastante interesado en esto. Anteriormente me había detenido un poquito por situaciones médicas que todavía estoy en proceso, pero ya es un poquitito menor, entonces estoy con la disposición de apoyar en lo que sea necesario. Obviamente, por nuestras hijas en la escuela también estamos muy emocionados de todo lo que hacen en la escuela, en el programa Doble Inmersión, y definitivamente estoy interesado también en aprender más acerca del distrito. Venir a las reuniones me ha hecho ver todo el trabajo que ustedes hacen aquí. Y como les dije la última vez que estuve aquí, me siento privilegiado también de estar entre muchas mujeres valientes que trabajan mucho con esto. Y pues estoy en representación de mi familia, mi esposa y mis hijas, que creo que es muy importante para nosotros involucrarnos en la escuela. Creo que eso es algo que hoy en día los padres necesitamos hacer. Sé que hay muchas cosas, ¿no? Es muy valuable las mamás y los papás que tienen que trabajar. Yo estoy en casa, me hago cargo de las niñas, hago muchas cosas en casa también, pero tengo el tiempo ahora para esto. Entonces, ver que muchas mamás trabajan y hacen espacio para esto es definitivamente interesante. Y estoy interesado también, yo soy muy conversador, me gusta platicar mucho con las personas y también me gustaría en un futuro ver más papás aquí involucrados en esto, ¿verdad? Porque a veces los papás como, que, oh, no, no, eso es para las mamás, oh, no, eso no es para mí. Pero yo creo que los papás tenemos una gran responsabilidad en esto, papás presentes como las mamás somos muy importantes con nuestros hijos, entonces creo que de alguna manera oigo a mis hijas se emocionan que les digo, voy a ir a la reunión del distrito y emocionadas, oye, ¿qué va a pasar? ¿Qué va a pasar? Entonces conozco a varias aquí y ahí, estoy para lo que necesiten, vivo cerca aquí, a 2 blocks más o menos, que estoy cerquita, así que estoy para lo que se pueda y pues si en algún momento no puedo estar, pues les haré saber, ¿verdad? Pero voy a hacer el tiempo y muchísimas gracias por la nominación, muy amables, que tengan un buen día todas, gracias.
Thank you. The dads, dad movement. We like that. We like that. Okay, now that we've heard from Jorge and now we know a little bit more about him, now let's vote. Okay. Thumbs up for Jorge as secretary. Okay, I see 100% in the room. In the chat?
I have a thumbs up and A-OK and another thumbs up. I think
Okay, congratulations, Jorge, our new secretary. Yay. Hey, what a successful day. Well, our two new officers who were here, please hang out for a couple minutes after the meeting so I can take a picture and get your information. And then we can schedule a like, I did my hair and makeup day if you want picture, but it'd be nice to share with everybody, you know, that we have officers. So fantastic. Thank you so much.
Rebecca, whenever she can
Yes, we
join
can
us.
get Rebecca, or you can send me a picture. That would be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Okay. Wow. I'm just like, I'm ready to like sit down. Like we could accomplish that today. That's so exciting. It's so exciting.
Dr. Kane, you guys have made her day. You have no idea. She can go on.
Yes, yes, you have. All right, now we just have a little more business. Now we got to get serious because you got new jobs now. And just know that, so at our end of the year celebration, we will celebrate our leaders who are stepping down and all the work that they have done. And we will celebrate our new leaders who are coming on board. And remember that our former leaders act as mentors for those of you who are coming on board. So just because they're not leading anymore doesn't mean they're out. They're just not coming to another meeting again. No, they are still here and often help and or move into other roles or lead other groups. And so our parent leadership just keeps growing. So thank you, everybody, for taking the big leap to join our leadership team. And now I just want to talk a little bit about the last bit of work we need to do in our school site councils to finish out the year. So we're now getting ready to submit our school plans for 2026, 2027, because they go to the board for approval in May. So if you remember, there's a cycle, right? And we're constantly looking at our new data to see how things are working. And here we are in March, we have iReady. The iReady window is open right now. Our kids are taking their English language arts, their Spanish language arts, their math. So we will have new data. We also are constantly collecting attendance data, and behavior data. So there's lots of things we can be looking at. So you're going to be completing the annual review because you have goals for goal 1, which is high academic achievement. You have goals for goal 2, access and equity, just making sure that all of our groups, including English learners, students with special needs, have access to the curriculum. Goal 3, which is our parent and student engagement, which includes attendance and feeling of belonging and suspensions, all of that. And then goal 4 is our 21st century learning, which is your maker spaces and your Trek programs and your libraries, and all of that is working. So you have goals in there. So you're going to do an annual review and say, hey, what we've been doing is working. We're seeing growth. Yay. We're going to keep doing what we're doing. Or, this one isn't working as well as we thought. What do we need to switch? Or, oh, we had a great idea, but we never got to it. We don't even know if it works yet because we haven't done it. So you'll fill that out. And what that looks like in your school plan, remember, which is this like 100-page document, right? But after each goal you've written, we are going to, for example, in goal 2, we pay for 2 instructional aides to support our, math intervention, or we support, an after-school intervention program for English learners to support their English language development, et cetera. And then you look at your data and you're looking to see if it's working. So the questions are, number 1, describe the overall implementation and effectiveness of your strategies and activities to achieve that goal. So in the plan, your principal is going to write a summary of what you discuss in your school site council meeting, right? Yes, it's working. Yes, this one's working, but not that one, right? So an overall. Then another question is describe any major differences between the intended implementation and/or the budgeted expenditures, which means perhaps originally you decided to do X and spend this much money, but you found out, oh, to do X, it costs this much money. So maybe you change the amount. So you write that here. Or you say, we budgeted for 3 instructional aides, but we could not fill that one position. We just could not find someone. So we closed the position and we moved the funds over for this. So that's where you describe it. And then the third question, any changes that you will make going forward to achieve this goal as a result of this analysis, right? So you might say, gosh, well, what we've been doing with our iReady implementation is working really well. We're starting to see that growth. We're going to keep doing those grade level targets and that intervention for small groups during PE time and fill in the blank, right? And that's it. So you're just reviewing where we are and what we might tweak for next year so that you can submit your new plan in May. So Anderson was saying your meeting's coming up this month. You haven't had it yet. That's what you're going to be talking about. We have new data. How are we doing? What changes might we make for next year? And that's it. And we submit to the board for approval in May so that you have your roadmap to start the new school year. Any questions on that? Okay. So let's just take a second to debrief because there's been a lot of things thrown at you. What is something new that you learned today and what will you do with that information? You've got 1 minute either here in person with your friends at your tables or in the chat. Something new you learned today and what are you going to do with it? Ready, set, go.
En las escuelas definitivamente creo que involucrarse es muy importante. Es lo que muchos papás deben hacer. Estamos a los hijos a la escuela y ahí miren cómo le hacen.
Está viendo que la exploración.
Están haciendo y vimos la falta de papás allí en la escuela. No solo se trata de que los hijos participen, apoyar a los estudiantes, es muy importante que se aprendan a desenvolver. Y le decía a mi esposa, es muy importante apoyarlo. Y pues a veces no se toma en cuenta esa importancia que es para los hijos. Mi hijo siempre va a recordar eso, estuvo en la escuela, hizo el caso. Mi esposa siempre hace el mayor esfuerzo para dejar un rato el trabajo y estar ahí, eso es muy importante también. Pero sí, definitivamente Pero que sea todavía.
Yeah, eso.
Okay, our 1 minute is up.
Sí. Sí.
Would anyone like to share what you learned today and what you might do with that information? You're still thinking about it.
Ay, no, sí, gracias a Dios, ya.
De los años que estoy aquí.
Okay, would anyone like to share to the whole group something you learned and what you're going to do about it? You're deep in discussion. Something's going on.
Minutes. I can comparison.
Well, some of you learned you have a new job. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to do it, right?
Yeah.
Anything else?
Maybe we need more parents involved. Because
Always, always we want more parents involved. And remember though, the more of our groups that we form, the more we're getting parents in. So you might be making a choice between DPAC students with families with disability support group, GATE support group, African American support group, community with multilingual families. But know that, you know, it would be great if every school could have someone come to everything, right? So if there's 10 of you that go to everything, you know, divide and conquer. You know, we'll go to this meeting, we'll go to this meeting, you guys go to that one, you go to that one, and then we come back together and we share, right? So that's how we get more friends involved. So the more the merrier. We're always happy to have more. And we will keep doing these Zoom and in-person meetings to try to catch as many people as we can. And we will also every year revisit, are we doing this at the right time? Are we doing this on the right days to make sure we can get families in? Okay. All right. Anybody else? Something to share? So just some announcements, reminders. Volunteer opportunities are always here. You guys know, you're the ones who are volunteering. Our library is always looking for volunteers. Upcoming board meetings. We don't have any school spotlights in the next month or so, but March 19th is a facilities conversation with the board. And then on April 16th will be fun. That's the superintendent student leadership presentations. So each site has some student leaders that comes in, meets kind of like we have DPAC, they have the student version. And they've been creating plans for a project that they would like to do in the district to increase belonging for all the students. So they will be making their presentations on April 16th. So if you get a chance, that'd be a fun one to check out. And here, speaking of all those groups, here are all the meetings coming up. March 31st is a big day. We have special needs family support group in the morning, APAC in the evening. Community of Multilingual Families is back April 22nd after spring break. GATE support group, sorry, my Zoom is in the way, April 24th. And then on May 13th is the LCAP presentation for all parents, where the superintendent will come and talk to us about the district level plan. Okay, so mark your calendars, lots of stuff coming, and a spring break there in the middle, which I know we're all counting the days towards, so that is awesome. And that concludes our meeting for today. Look at that, 3 minutes early, 3 positions voted for. We did it all today. Thank you, everybody. What a great meeting. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, happy Wednesday. Enjoy this beautiful day before it gets hot tomorrow. And summer arrives in the middle of spring or winter. We're not even in spring yet. It's weird. Anyway, thank you, everyone. We appreciate you coming. I'm going to stop the share and stop the recording and close up the Zoom. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, no. Sí, you'll